Students, will start with the next topic, that is atmospheric refraction. Okay. Now the refraction which is occurring in the atmosphere, that is known as atmospheric refraction. Okay. Now in atmosphere, okay, we have got different layers of air. Okay. Now the air which is cold, that is near the earth, or the air that is hot near the earth, will be exactly opposite to the layer of the air which is above the earth. Okay, so because there is a difference in temperature, there will be refraction taking place. Okay, so suppose the light should travel in a straight line like this. Instead of that, what happens, because the layers are of different degree of hotness, you, as you all know, that is hot air. Okay, it is very very rare, and cold air is dense. So the refraction of light, as it goes from one layer to other layer, it goes on. So the actual position of any object, if it is here, it will be seen here. Okay, so instead of traveling straight line, it will go on bending. So if we are on earth here, we might see the object here, actual position of the object will be here. Okay, so let us read out very quickly. The air above the fire, if you all seen, it becomes hotter than the air which is further up. The hotter air is lighter, that is less dense than the cooler air, which has got a refractive index slightly less than that of a cooler air. Now these physical conditions of the refracting medium of air are not stationary. Okay, now you can't tell the air, okay, now you are here, you have to remain here only. It's going to fluctuate. Okay, now the apparent position of the object, because of all these conditions, so the refracting medium also is not stationary. So we have got different layers, as well as the air is not stationary, it goes on fluctuating. Because of this, we have an effect called as atmospheric refraction. Now there's one phenomenon which is in your course, that is twinkling of stars. Now this twinkling of stars is a result of this atmospheric refraction. Okay, so let us see what is twinkling of star. Now if you see the figure given in your textbook 11.9, you see a person standing here, and here is the actual position of the star, and the star which this person is seeing, this is the apparent position of the star. Okay, that is the position which we see. Now why does this happen? Okay, let us see. The twinkling of star is an atmospheric refraction of starlight. Okay, so the light that is coming from the star, okay, it enters the earth's atmosphere. It undergoes refraction continuously before it reaches the earth. So it has to pass through many layers, and each layer it goes on refracting. Okay, now because of this, there's a continuous change in refractive index, so the bending takes place. Okay, and the bending is towards normal. Okay, now the apparent position of the star is slightly different from its actual position. So if you can see this diagram, okay, this is the real position and this is the apparent position. So there is a difference, it's higher than the real position, okay, or the actual position. Further, the position of the star is not stationary. Now fine, is it always that you will find the star here only? No, it will go on fluctuating. Now why this happens? Because the air is not stationary. So sometimes you may see the star here, sometimes you may see the star here, here, here. Okay, now because of this, the star which are at a very distant from us, they are very far away from us, so we see them like a point size source. They are not that small. Okay, the stars are huge, they are bigger than our sun, but we see them as a point size source because they are very very far from us. Okay, so the light rays coming from the sun, the star, sorry, goes varying slightly, and the apparent position of the star fluctuates, and the amount of starlight entering our eye flickers. Okay, so sometimes the star appears brighter, sometimes it appears fainter. This is known as the twinkling effect. Okay, so you can all have an experiment. You can have a dark room, you can have a small light, point size light, like you can have laser beam or something, and then you can see if you're just focusing the beam at one place and just shifting the position very quickly, you shift the position near that point. Okay, so you will have a twinkling effect. Now the same thing happens with the planets also, but the planets are very close to us, more close than the stars. The stars are very far away from us. Okay, and they are the extended sources of light, they do not have the light of their own. So what happens, the total variation in the amount of light which occurs in our eye, okay, is different from that point size source. So you take a torch and do the same experiment which you have done with a laser pointer. Okay, you just shift the position, you will not have that twinkling effect, simply because the torch has got more amount of light. It is the light coming is the rays of light coming out of torch. Okay, they are much than the laser light. So because the stars are at very far distance from us, okay, we can see the twinkling effect, but the planets are little bit nearer to us. So what happens, that nullifies the twinkling effect. Okay, so only point side sources will have this twinkling effect. Thank you. We go to the next topic, the small topic of advanced sunrise and delayed sunset. Now you just look at the figure 11.10. You have earth here, and this is the horizon of the earth, a straight line from here. This is known as the horizon. Okay, now if we are standing here and the sun rises from the horizon, now actually what happens is, the sun is below the horizon and we see it above the horizon. Actually the sun is here, but we see it here. This is all because of the atmospheric refraction. So we see the sun before it has risen. Okay, so how many minutes before it rises? That is 2 minutes before it rises. Okay, so actually the sun is below the horizon when we are seeing it. Now the same thing happens when the sun is setting. Okay, so when the sun is setting, suppose this is the horizon. Okay, now the sun is here, but we see it below the horizon already. So the sun, when it reaches here, we are still seeing it, but the sun is already below the horizon and we are seeing it from here. So we have a delayed sunset, that is 2 minutes. There's a difference of 2 minutes in sunrise and sunset. So both the times the sun is below the horizon and we are seeing it. Okay, so that is because of the atmospheric refraction. So about 2 minutes before the actual sunrise and 2 minutes after the actual sunset, we can see the sun, and this is because of the atmospheric refraction. Okay, so whenever you are seeing the sun at the horizon, you should imagine that the sun is actually below the horizon. Same for the sunset, the sun has already set and we are seeing it. Okay, thank you.